Huh? What's up? No, that's a different one. That's a different 440C. Busy around here, you know. This one come in this morning. Well, come in on Friday. Needs some winch work done. El Toro Troyo is working on that. Seals are out. He's pumping oil out for the winch, the brake assembly that, not the winch band, the one internally that winds her up and winches the tree in. A little excitement here today and busyness. The excitement I missed and I didn't film it because I was busy. I've been getting my ass handed to me here lately. Yeah, I've been taking care of the whole place and trying to keep up. The old welder didn't work so well the other day and I had an issue with it, and I didn't tell you all that on the previous video where I went out to remove the bolts and fixed the grapple. The old Trailblazer didn't want to fire up. And to tell you the truth, it's the first time, and I've had Miller for 49. I can't count forever. That's the first time a Miller welder ever let me down. And I'm 49 years old. And I started this when I was 19, this business, welding. This is the 4th engine drive I've had. Anyways, she left me stranded on Saturday. You want me to tell you the story? Okay. I choked her. This is the 302 airpak. They haven't done the EFI yet. Maybe they have by now. This is 5 years old. So it's still carbureted and choke. No pull start. Choke. You hear the fuel pump? All right, so this baby's got a 30 horsepower Kohler CH750 engine. I didn't know they were. Yeah, anyways, carbureted. And so it left me down. I was really upset. I was just beside myself. I thought I was going to have to, I just didn't know what to do. Which is just, it's unusual for the power of blue to not have any power. So, I brought it back Saturday to the shop, pulled the spark plugs out, full of gas. The heads were, both cylinders were full of gas. I was just, what the hell? I rolled it over. I think gas shot 10 feet in each direction, if not more. And then, let this be a lesson to you folks. And then, I think it was this side. I was standing here running the old on-off switch, and I had the hole open. No spark plugs. I didn't have the spark plugs anywhere around. Woof. Fire. I think it shot about a 6-foot flame out of that cylinder hole, spark plug hole. And I didn't get too excited. I just, whatever, I went and grabbed some. It was a minor thing, really. I mean, it was major to some people, but to me it was okay. I hate gasoline. Gasoline is very volatile, and yeah, I proved it. So I don't know what happened there, because the boots were laying away from the engine. I really don't know how an arc, unless it's got that much potential to jump an arc that far, could be. Anyways, long story short, I put it back together. I got it running, went out and did the service call on Sunday, which you probably have seen already. So today it's Monday. It's just been chaotic. It's somebody threw a chaos bomb in the shop and just went, and here we are. Do that. See that? So somebody threw a chaos bomb in here. We got to go out in the morning and get a John Deere 1270 fired up because the guy has water in his fuel. He's got a mess going on. That machine's got a mess going on. We're getting a part from Finland for that one. Overnighted, if you can believe that. And so anyways, back to the welder. So I had some extra energy today, which is unusual. So they took the whole thing apart, and I didn't forget to film it, I didn't have time. And so we took the whole top end apart, and that's the air cleaner up there, yonder there, and we took the carburetor off. Carburetor? Is that like battery? Battery? Anyhow. And I handed it to Troy. He's kind of like the small engine guy. He's the skidder guy. He likes that gasoline. I think he just, I don't know if he drinks it, breathes it, whatever. Anyways, he took it over to the bench and he found a speck. A speck. I mean, he showed me and it was a speck in the main jet, the float. And that was holding the float. It had to be holding the float down. So when you pulled the choke, boom, she was dumping fuel right into the cylinders. And holy golly gee. I did a water sample out in the fuel. I thought I had water in it. And it's just that you'd pull the choke for that split second to get her going like you normally would, and she just dumped fuel into it. As soon as you kept turning it over, it was pulling fuel in, and she loaded right up. So he put it back together. I got busy with a customer. He put it back together, and now she sounds like she's normal. So she had a little cold. My baby had a little sniffle. Maybe we call it a little booger. God, it was tiny. And I don't know how it got past the fuel filter. This is the third small engine this year. I had my pressure washer do it, my lawnmower, and this one. And it's the third one. We had to go into the carburetor and get some stuff out of it. So she's okay now though. She really is. She's doing good. I'll see what she says. 212 hours on her. We did change the oil too, because, how do I want to say it? I can reset that. I think you gotta go like that. Because it was so loaded up in the head, I didn't want to, what am I doing here? So it was so loaded up in the head, the pistons were so full of gas that I had to change oil because I didn't know if it got past the rings and down into the crank. So anyways, moving on. Upward and onward. We got something new. And by the way, it's 40 degrees out on January to whatever day it is, and it's raining out. And we had 4 inches of snow last night, but now it's 4 inches of slop and water and slush. And everybody who had a plow today was pushing water around. And anyways, to make a long story, let's get into this. Let's get into this so we can finish this video up. So this is a local guy, a really good customer of ours, and he had a problem. Oops. He had a problem. Chico and the man. Um, he called up on Friday and Kyle went out in the pouring rain this morning and freezing weather, and they said, bring it into the shop. He's there again. He's about 15, they're about 12 miles south here. And he had a crazy noise in here. Crazy. You'd use the pump or I gave it away. You use the head, and that thing, you could feel that. You put your hand on a hose and it would just vibrate your hand right to sleep. I mean, and squealing. We took a sample of oil out of it, and the oil head, I don't know if it's still over here or not. I don't have my light on me either. It don't matter, I'll just tell you. So the machine had, the oil looked like it was, they use a dyed oil so they can see where the leaks are in the wintertime. That's a good idea for you guys. Get your oil dyed red, slick. You're parked in the snow, you got her dicked. Anyhow, it looked like it was air infused, and you know what I'm getting at. Some of you mechanic or guys will know. Cavitation, pump. So anyways, we did a case drain test. After we tested some pressures and whatnot, we pulled the case drain, and that's what he got in about 30 seconds. Almost 3 gallons. Oh, I want to say that's 3.5 to 4 gallons. So tomorrow they're sending whoever they got, and they're going to get a pump. So it's unfortunate, but yet it's fortunate. We caught it. It was still doing good on the pressure, just making a horrendous noise, and so we're going to pull the filters tomorrow, and with any luck, it didn't contaminate the system. It didn't grenade, so you'll see this one in and out this week, and there's a few minor things while it's here, oil change and stuff like that. So this is in one day from what you saw the harvester head video. Let's see, 2 days. Going out in the woods to do the grapple and the screws. That was on a Sunday. I did the harvester head on Saturday. This is Monday. We got a skidder out, and now we got this one in, and tomorrow they're going. It's been crazy. And I know this is just going to be me talking, but we'll label it as a shop tour or something. Yeah, it is. It has been just crazy. So, thanks for coming along. Really appreciate it, as usual. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Oh, and one more thing. Save a tree. No. I was checking into my YouTube stuff, and I gotta tell you, I'm really, really impressed with all the subscribers I have over in Finland. I cannot tell you how impressive that is. I have an equal amount. You guys in Finland, I really appreciate it. I mean, I can't understand why I'm getting guys from Finland to watch, but I would attribute some of it to this stuff here, and maybe the John Deere stuff too, whatever. And I really appreciate that. And I kind of want to know, from you guys, what do I want to know? I want to know. I want to tell you, my viewership is cool because there's 27% of the viewers are in the United States, and 25% are in Finland, and I find that incredibly amazing. And I attribute it, like I said, mostly to Ponsse. And so I think that's cool. I thank you guys all, and I think you guys should beat the Americans, and you should get more subscribers. Not for my sake, just because. And like I said, I really appreciate it. Even though I'm just a nut job sometimes and whatnot, I just ramble on and carry on. But we're going to get this puppy going. They got a pump up north. Like I said, the customer's going to go get it tomorrow morning. And I'm going to say in a day and a half, we'll be back in. We're going to probably caddy the oil just to make sure. I got a portable filter caddy that I use on this stuff, and make sure it's clean. And whatnot. So yeah, again, thanks all you folks from Finland. Kiitos, is that a word for, I learned a few. I had a guy that worked for me that was Finnish, and he used to teach us some dirty words, you know, and yeah. I just can't remember them. Maybe they'll come back to me. Anyhow, so that's where we're at, and appreciate it again. I can't thank you guys enough. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, see you, bye.